So I'm all caught up with Dragon Ball Super, and I think it was like episode 31 through 35 because 36 hasn't come out yet, and that's going to be the Vegeta and Cabba fight. Okay, so let's just get down to it. All right, let's just get down to it. What I've seen so far and how much I've caught up. I decided, to catch up with Dragon Ball Super, and actually it's a little bit better because I could just binge watch the shit out of these episodes. But the main gist of what I've seen is we're into the tournament already. We're into basically Goku, Piccolo, Vegeta. The little pink dude with the nipples, I think is Monica or something like that. The one that Barris' hand picks, and it's starting to seem like that actually Vegeta and Goku are his two strongest, and he just wanted to let them, just kind of fuck around with them, say, oh yeah, that's our strongest fight. He goes last. He's our strongest. Just for them to kind of one up their game because they have this guy right here is supposedly the strongest fighter. I thought that was pretty funny. So we start with the tournament and we start seeing the other universes. Frieza, the other versus Frost, I believe his name is, or Hitman. We see this big giant robot looking guy. We see this big polar bear looking thing like Golden Bear. We see Cabba. Cabba, I thought was a girl, ends up being a boy Saiyan. It's a boy Saiyan, and it was very intriguing to hear him talk to Vegeta about, how he's not in planet Vegeta. He actually has another planet he calls home. He actually works with Frieza, and Frieza's supposed to be the nicest Frieza in this universe. Like he's actually saving kids and all that stuff. But we actually find out that he's actually a douchebag, which I didn't like. Actually, I didn't like that at all. So we're gonna start with that. We're gonna start with, of course, Goku fights this bear-looking thing, beats him, but he fights Frieza. He fights Universe, or is it Universe 6 or 7? The other universe is Frieza. And they have him as a good guy. Like he's a savior to all the world. He helps refugees, this and that, children, blah, blah, blah. So we think he's a really nice guy. And both of them, he goes to final form. Goku just goes in Super Saiyan. Nobody goes to Super Saiyan 3 or God mode through these episodes. So scratch that. They're not even fighting at their full potential. So Goku's kicking ass, but then like something happens to him where he's a little dizzy and dazed, and then Frieza ends up beating him. It's a ring out. He beats him. There you go. It's shocking, but like there's a catch. There's always a catch. And then we see Piccolo fighting that version Frieza. Frieza's like, oh, good fight, this and that to Goku. And then he fights Piccolo and this and that. And we find out that he's kind of like stabbing people with this like injection or whatever. I guess it's considered a weapon, so he's disqualified. And then we find out that he's actually really evil. This Frieza is actually really, very, very, very evil. Piccolo, I'll get to Piccolo in a minute. Piccolo, he gives up. He forfeits, so Vegeta can come in, wipe the floor off of Frieza, and there's that. And then Frieza fights this giant robot-looking thing who spouts out lava, but it's actually his like body fluids, this and that. That was kind of a cool fight, but it was very stupid how Vegeta was just struggling on that fight. I'll get to that in a minute. And then we're finally getting Cabba versus Vegeta, which we all want to see because Cabba is the other Saiyan. But he said earlier that he can't turn into a Super Saiyan. Maybe he has another version of like Super Saiyan mode, but he says no, his hair doesn't go yellow. He doesn't know anything about that transformation. So very interesting. Listen, guys. The reason why I don't keep up with Dragon Ball Super a lot and I usually binge watch it and, review it after so many episodes is because the fact that when I watch these episodes, it's terrible. The animation takes you out of it. The animation is terrible. It has gotten to a point, it's just so bad that I can't really, I'm going to continue watching because it's not, honestly, the animation is terrible, but like the actual series is actually getting a little bit more interesting. This is now becoming a little bit better than GT because of the universe things of it all and the new material, and it's actually becoming a little bit entertaining. The jokes are kind of hitting its stride. I think the jokes are really hitting its stride. I find some things very funny, but the animation is so freaking terrible. It's hard to keep watching. The animation is beyond bad. It mind fucks the shit out of me. how bad this animation is. I'm watching an episode, every fucking episode. No, let's not lie here. I'm watching every fucking episode. I'm hoping there's one episode that's actually decent in animation. But I'm watching every episode, and I'm like, how the fuck did we get here? How is the 90s version of Dragon Ball Z much better than decades later to this version of Dragon Ball Super? How is this possible? How is this I sit down and I'm watching the action sequences. The fights are laughable. This is supposed to be the all-time greatest action anime of all time, fighting anime of all time. Nowhere close does these episodes we get that. There's nowhere close do we get that. Sure, they're entertaining. Like I said, with the giant robot and he's spewing out lava and stuff, it's actually pretty entertaining. But is that how it's like? This is Dragon Ball. This is Dragon Ball, people. And we're getting mediocre, not even up to mediocre type shit. That is horrible. The animation should be much beyond better than what we're getting. The action sequences should be something of a technical kind of battle. We see Goku punching this polar bear looking thing, this bear looking thing, and he's going 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. You know, he's going straight right, straight left, straight right, straight left. It looks terrible. Absolutely terrible. I am just shocked. I am still shocked. I know I've said this how many episodes into this, but still fucking shocked how bad Dragon Ball Super's animation really, really is. And it's not getting better. The action, the fights are not getting better. Sorry, Batman v Superman. Sorry, Batman versus Superman fight sequence. I said that you were mediocre. Watch Dragon Ball Super. This shit is not even mediocre. This shit is just terrible. Terrible. Now, I rant about this, but I'm saying some good stuff about it. The jokes are hitting a little bit. There's some parts that are actually pretty funny. You know, I do like the family aspect of it. Chi-Chi comes running out of the ring to go see Goku. And, you know, Goku, looks like Goku, smiles and laughs like, I guess I lost, you know. The universe side to it, the different versions of the universe fighters is very, it's very intriguing, very interesting. I think his name is Hitman. I like to call him Frost because he looks like Frost or whatever. The Hitman guy, he looks very interesting. He looks like a very powerful fighter. So there's some good things about it. You know, Champa and Barris, there's some good things about that. Wiz and Varus, very good things about that. The tournament itself is somewhat entertaining. It's something, you know, you always love entertainments or tournaments. But overall, it's just, it mind boggles me that how it's just crazy how the animation is just terrible. I do like the Kais. You know, I like how the two Kais the one Kai got separated with his companion. Remember when they merged and stuff? I like that. I like the other Kais, the universe Kais. I thought that was like a funny ass look, but it was very, you know, okay, go for it. I like the fact that, you know, Barris is hiding something about that Monoko guy, and he's just like telling Goku, no, you can't touch him, this and that. Thought that was very funny. So not everything is bad about Dragon Ball Super. Like, there's some good elements to it. That's why I'm saying it's becoming a little bit better than GT. But when it comes to animation, GT smacks the shit out of the series. Just smacks the shit out of it. Just backhands it. Says, bitch, get out of here. You may got story. You may got some entertainment here, but bitch, get out of here. But, you know, watching these episodes, it does get me intrigued to see Vegeta and Cabba. And I thought Cabba was a girl, honestly. I thought Cabba, everybody was putting it out as like, oh yeah, that's the first female saying this and that. And the pictures kind of looked like a girl for a minute until I heard him talk. I was like, whoa, that's not a girl. That's not a girl. Hell, it might still be a girl. I'm not sure. I thought the very interesting thing, too, was when Vegeta Piccolo finally gets it why Goku was with Chi-Chi, you know, because Vegeta says that's to say you like strong, independent women, or you like strong woman, like willed women, and that's Piccolo's like, oh my god, it fucking makes sense. I thought that was hilarious. That was a great part as well. So there's been a lot of great entertainment moments in here, especially with I thought the Bulma going to grant wishes and stuff. I thought that episode was gonna be stupid when she was with Jakku or Jocko, whatever his name is, but it wasn't too bad. It was actually pretty funny. It was actually pretty funny. So, let's talk about Piccolo real quick. Why is Piccolo in this fucking, like, this makes me so pissed off that Piccolo forfeits, right? And he even asked Goku, do I even have a chance? And Goku's like, nope. Piccolo's like, I love how you're honest to me. Thank you, baby. Like, it's like, Piccolo, why are you there then? Why are you there? You know, I was hoping you have a major power up, a major upgrade, and you seem like you're smart. You're right. You're very, very smart. You're the technician of all the fighters. But come on, boy. I mean, give the Namekian some power ups, bro. He is one of the strongest Z fighters. Give him a power up. Have him kick some. He was kicking some ass. He was kicking some Frieza ass. He had the stupid special beam cannon, but he was using his technicians kind of stuff. I just feel like, you know, if you're not going to have Piccolo get a power up, then let's see Gohan at it. Let's see Gohan really struggle and really have to learn that, yeah, your ass needs to get in gear, buddy. So, very disappointing. Very disappointing with those two characters, and not them necessarily, just the writers and just overall what happened here. How better it could have been. So, that's like I said, I caught up. I'm gonna be seeing Vegeta versus Cabba. Probably do a review on that. I feel like this series, once again, just could have been just amazing. It could have been amazing, and it could have been better if the animation was better. If the animation was better, it could have been good. It could have been good. It actually would have been really good. I actually would have very, very much enjoyed it. But since the animation is just terrible, this series all automatically gets botched down because of the animation. And that's a shame, because this is Dragon Ball. This is a franchise. This is what's kind of kicked off the American side of anime. So it's really just so fucking like terrible, the Western side of the animation. Even, you know, it's everybody loves Dragon Ball. If you don't even fucking watch anime, you know what Dragon Ball is. You know what Dragon Ball Z is. So to see that this series, you know, how excited we were, how excited a lot of people of nostalgia feeling, or just overall newer people coming into this series, like how excited they were, and to see like the treatment that Dragon Ball Super has gotten, it's just absolutely mind-boggling. It's absolutely crazy how the budget, it's either the budget, or it's either like people just don't give a fuck and they just want that dollar. And I think it's both. I think it's starting to become both. So that's my thoughts on Dragon Ball Super. I believe it's episodes 31 through 35, or actually would have been 30 to 35. I can't remember how many episodes I watched, but overall I'm caught up. So I'll just put caught up, Dragon Ball Super, onward to 36. So thank you guys for listening. I'm Dan Make It Down Son. You can always find all my other videos on the YouTube channel. Check it out. I have a lot more anime reviews. I have a lot more anime videos. I have a lot of other TV, movie videos as well. And if you should, check out my Batman v Superman movie, because I'll talk about the action sequences right there. But also check out my Erased review, my full series review. I just checked out the 12 episodes of Erased, and I quite enjoyed it, but there is some things that I had a problem with it. So thank you guys for listening to Dan Make It Son. Hit that subscribe button. Would really appreciate it. Like the video if you like it, and comment below. Always making videos for you guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye.